Good afternoon. This is Reverend Parker again, and this is February 8th for another daily devotion. And we're so glad that you're able to join us again as we read today's daily devotion. Comes from Philippians 2:3. I have the King James Version, and I want to read that entire little sentence there. And it reads, "Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem others better than themselves." And that's the King James Version, Philippians 2 and 3. And the name of this lesson today is Loving and Accepting Others. If you can love and accept someone without necessarily agreeing with their opinions and endorsing their actions or lifestyle, an important key is learning to see people as individuals. The more we realize that despite certain differences, we're all human and all created by our Father in His image, the freer we become to focus on our common needs. When we don't understand someone else's motives, views, or personality, it's easy to assume the worst about them and project irritation and anger. Communication and trust go a long way toward increasing our patience and understanding toward those who do things differently from us. You can provide these two things in a relationship by simply asking the right question. Too often, we're afraid to ask someone where they're coming from or what the problem is. Or when we do ask, we do it in a way that only increases the fear of hostility the other person is experiencing. If we ask with kindness or at least a respectful and gracious manner, we free the person to open up and we get to know them better. Keeping a sense of humor can help smooth things out if there's discord or conflict. Such a constructive exchange builds trust, which increases the probability for more or better communication between the two of you. The Bible sets the bar high when it comes to loving and accepting others. Paul said, "If I could speak all the languages of the earth and of angels, but did not love others, I would only be a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal." And that's First Corinthians 13 and 1. And that is so true. But we need to try our best to love one another and try our best to be patient with one another and not to be irritated because we're all different. We all grew up in different situations, different lifestyles. And yes, we're made in the image of God, but we weren't all raised in that way. And I like when Paul says in Romans 12 and 18, "If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men." And I love that "if it be possible" part. And so, sometimes you're not going to get along with people, but you still have to love them. And we still got to accept everyone because God has accepted us. And so just keep that in mind, when you're dealing with people who seem to be irritated or angry. They may take it out on you and not really mean it because we don't know what a person's going through. But try to keep a sense of humor and know that God can make a way out of it. He can help us, and so we need to just trust in the Lord in all things and helping us communicate. Amen. And I'm Reverend Parker. Try not to add too much more to that. We'll see you next week with another daily devotion.